Let them keep doing what's popular. You keep doing what's necessary. Collective, you're the type of person that just don't blindly follow crowds, right? Like you've never been the one that just does something because you see a whole bunch of other people doing something, right? You were probably even someone who was the oddball out. Like everybody's doing something, and then here go you. Like, you know what I'm saying? To the point where people are just expecting that. Like, okay, well, here's collective. It's like, yeah, that's just collective. Like, collective likes to do their own thing. Like, you're like somebody who likes to do your own thing. You've always done. Even if you were like in a family dynamic, like at home and like with other siblings, like maybe even your parents mentioned this to you, but you were always someone who interacted with your other siblings quite differently than everyone else, right? You're someone who, again, even in your own family, you were kind of like the oddball out, the one who wanted to do their own thing. You know, maybe you were the one who didn't like, you were the only one who didn't like a certain type of food or a certain dessert. So your parents had to go out their way to get you something else or something like that. You know, you were just always that person, you know, collective. This is you. I'm just breaking it down, you know, breaking you down, right? And so, how that has molded you in life is you've always been the one to do what you needed to get done, despite having other choices and having other options on the platter, on the plate, right? So, like, I don't know if you've heard of that story, the fable where um, it talks about, I think it's like the grasshopper and the ants, right? And how it was saying how like all summer long the grasshopper wants to just play, play, play. All they do is want to play, play, play all day. Like I know, collective, you probably know some people like this even in your life that are like grasshoppers. All they want to do is just play, play, play all day, right? But then it was showing how the ants were working throughout the summer. Like they were gathering food and making sure that they had enough food because they were forward thinking. They were thinking for the winter ahead of time. So every time the grasshopper would see the ants, they were just, it's just laughing at the ants, making them seem like they're the fool or the crazy one. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when winter comes around, the grasshopper ain't got nothing. And it shows how the ants they got food for months to last them throughout the whole winter. Like they set everything up so they were working hard throughout the summer doing what was necessary, right? And while the grasshopper was doing what was fun, doing what was popular to do. Collective, this is you. You're that type of person. Like maybe you even in school, you were the one who always got your homework done, always made sure that you were studying while everybody else was outside playing around, playing games, doing this, doing that. You were always the one making sure that you were getting it done, right? You were even probably even ahead of the game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so this is why you will always be successful in life, you know, and this is why you are probably even looked at as a leader even in your life. You know, you don't have to be somebody so popular or somebody well known on a grand scheme, collective. You are well known in your own world, in your own life, you know, just in your job, you know, even in your neighborhood, like in your family, like people really look up to you, collective. And it's because you're headstrong, you have this vision, and you're not out here, you're focused, right? You have a vision and you're focused. And so because you have this vision and you can see, you're not following along blindly with the rest of the crowd because you have vision, right? So you see where you're going. You know, it's like you have this it's like you are the flashlight in the dark, right? So you can see the path ahead of you, so you know where to go and where to walk. You know where you need to go. Whereas a bunch of other people, they may not have that same vision and that same foresight as you, right? And so you oftentimes find yourself dealing with people who don't take you serious because they're not taking their lives seriously, right? And people think that you are too serious a lot of the times, but you're not serious, collective. You know how to have fun. You just take there are things in life that you don't take lightly and you don't play about, and you're serious about certain things in life as you should, right? So, people oftentimes mistake your seriousness as boring, and you don't know how to have fun, but no, you know how to have fun, collective. You're just you have a different focus, right? A lot of people, like I said earlier, a lot of people like to play games. All they want to do is laugh and joke and just be a distraction all day. And there's nothing wrong with having fun. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the pleasures of life, right? But there's a time and a place for everything, okay? And collective, you know that. You know that there's a time and a place for everything, right? You understand that there are matters in life that have to be taken seriously. There are matters in life that need your full undivided attention. There are matters in life that you just don't take lightly. You know what I'm saying? And so people often mistake that from you as being too serious, being boring. And it's like, come on now. Like why wouldn't you want somebody to take betrayal seriously? Why wouldn't you want somebody to take liars and manipulators and pedophiles seriously? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you want people who can see things that other people can't see, or who other people are too blind or caught up in their own situation that they don't see the bigger picture? Why wouldn't you want that? Only people with hidden agendas, people who are trying to control the masses, people who are very selfish and egotistical in nature, those are the only people who wouldn't want those types of people around, right? Because they have hidden agendas. They're trying to keep something up. They're trying to gain some type of control or benefit through a manipulation. Those types of people don't want you around. You know what I'm saying? But collective, like, everybody else loves you. People need you. People want you. It's only the ones who be playing around, not doing what needs to be done. Like, you're somebody who goes into work, goes into school. You go and get the job done and go home. You don't complain. You do what needs to be done. And this is why you're the dependable one everywhere you go, at school, at work, and your family. You're the one that people rely on, collective, because you know how to do what needs to be done. The stuff that nobody wants to do, but it has to be done, you do it without complaint. That's why your boss, your manager, your bosses love you. The people in your community love you. Your family loves you because they know that they can rely on you to get the things done that are not so exciting. But you still do them, and you still do it with your best foot forward. This is why you are necessary in this world, because you do the things that are necessary. There are so many people who are so childish, so immature. No one wants to be the bigger person. No one wants to do what needs to be done. Everyone wants to act like a childish little 3-year-old that, pouts all day when they don't get their way. But here you are, collective, being the mature one, doing what needs to be done. So keep doing that. Keep doing what needs to be done, because you are doing the work and you are showing other people how to show up in this world, and you're showing other people how to do it, okay? I love y'all, collective. Who am I talking to? I know I'm talking to somebody because I can't just be talking to myself. If this is you, collective, or if this message resonates with you in any way, let me know down below in the comments below. Hey, listen, if this is your first time here on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you a part of our tribe. And listen, if you are returning, thank y'all so much for continuing to support me. I couldn't do it without y'all. I love it. I love y'all. It's Kar. I'm signing out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.